What a debacle. New Year's revellers left stranded in the city as our public transport system fails to deliver.
People were yelling and screaming, kids were being smothered.
Melbourne's New Year's Eve public transport debacle. Tens of thousands of revellers were left stranded in the city after our trams and trains ground to a halt just an hour and a half after midnight. And as Jonathan Creek reports, there were chaotic scenes as people tried to jam into already overcrowded carriages.
Perched precariously on platforms and crammed into carriages. That's how thousands of partygoers, including families with small children, were left to welcome in the new year. These exclusive pictures, recorded by an amateur cameraman, caught up in the mayhem. With the last train scheduled to depart at 1 a.m, this time-lapse video shows how revellers rushed to Flinders Street Station to ensure they weren't left stranded in the city after Melbourne's midnight fireworks display. Eyewitnesses say it's just sheer luck that nobody was seriously injured or killed.
You just couldn't move. People were yelling and screaming. Kids were being smothered. It was just amazing. It was very frightening, actually.
Vanessa Canetti and her husband Sergio rescued a teenage girl they found at their feet. She had lost her footing in the mass of people and was being trampled.
We were like this, and you just had to hold her up and just calm her down, and even if you might want to actually run and ask for help, you couldn't.
When the trains arrived, the crowd crushed commuters into carriages. Police called in to remove passengers who had scrambled to the last spaces left available. It was a similar debacle for tram travellers. Many left stationary as passengers refused to remove themselves from overcrowded doorways.
I'm quite angry. Melbourne deserves better.
The Public Transport Users Association critical of the state government's decision not to run an all-night service to deal with the demand equal to a normal peak hour.
Every major city in Australia actually ran transport all night last night. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to.
Despite the evidence, Acting Premier John Thwaites was adamant the system coped well.
I think given the number of people that were there, the system worked reasonably well.
The latest debacle only adds to the state government's public transport woes. They were already expecting a backlash after deciding to increase train, tram and bus fares by nearly 10% starting today. Jonathan Creek, 7 News.